So probably more wind than rain last night, but still, we had some rain. Anyway, morning world, welcome to Monday 13th of November, and we've got a bit of an issue. Just had a phone call from two neighbours over at the farm at Itchington to say we've got a tree down that's also taken some cables down, which I think are power cables, blocking the road. Well, the problem is South Glos isn't our normal area of operation, so, and anything to do with power cables, one has to be extra careful. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take over a sign to shut off one end of the road to stop people having to reverse 200 meters to get out. And yeah, I sent the tree guys over there. Hopefully we can clear this up, but it all depends on the cable. Is it power? Is it insulated? Is it live? Maybe that one. Not that one. No. Not that one, not that one. I want the road ahead closed. Traffic comes ahead. Traffic control. Traffic control. Where's the road ahead? Fortunately, all the farm jobs are okay. Didn't have to do anything this morning. Bedding's still dry. Still got plenty of food. So we're okay down there for a couple of hours. I wasn't expected to have to do this because the power company actually approached me in February or March this year and got us to sign a consent form to fell these trees. And because they were doing it, I didn't. You know, they were going to do it at their expense. So yeah, I wasn't. I wish they had. Are you going to fit in there? I don't actually know if you're going to go in there. Are you going to go in there? It won't go in there. Okay. Plan B. So there was a time, not that many years ago, when windy weather like this guaranteed we were going to be really busy. We used to work for Gloucester County Highways or for their subcontractors, and we worked for quite a few of them. So we started off with Ringway was the first, then Atkins, and then Skanska. So it's like 3 sets of 4 years, so like 12 years we worked for highways. And one of the things we did quite a lot of was call-outs, stuff like this. But then about 7 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, Amy took on the contract, and they were such a shower. We went from being paid on a 30-day credit to 60-day to 90-day, and then I think the last one we had, it was almost 120 days, and that's when we said that was enough. We couldn't do it anymore. They would ring us at 2 o'clock in the morning to go and cut up a tree that was 25 miles away. I'd get all the guys in, and we would drive, spend all night cutting up a tree, and then back, and we put the bill in. And when they were saying, yeah, we'll pay you in about 120 days, bearing in mind my guys are on a weekly wage, we just said, no, we're not doing that anymore. So we stopped. In some ways I miss it, because when we were doing that, not for Amy but for the folks before, we did really well. You know, I was driving around in a Range Rover Sport. It was nice. I had Range Rovers and bikes and stuff, and you know, but yeah, that all came crashing down. So it doesn't matter how much gravy you're making now, it's always worthwhile just skimming the bit off the top and putting it away for a rainy day. Luckily we did that, so when we walked away it wasn't a massive hit for us, but you know, still one of the strings to our bow got cut, shall we say. So we don't do an awful lot of call out stuff now, mainly private. So we have private customers, and if they have an issue, then we'll go and do it for them. We still got all the signs, as you've seen. We still got all the Chapter 8 stuff on the vehicles. We still got all our Streetworks stuff. Martin did his Streetworks qualifications for putting out signage and all that. Well, that's a few years ago now, so I suppose really and truly we ought to renew it. But the amount of stuff we do, yeah. Anyway, so this is our first call out for a road job for quite a while, and unfortunately I'm not going to get paid for it because I'm paying for it. But there you go, that doesn't matter. I would imagine after the storm last night, South Gloucester highways are going to be pretty busy, and it is our tree, Dad's tree, and we do have the means to do this. So it doesn't seem right that we should just leave it to the council to sort out. So, I mean, there's still a chance that we may have to do that. The cable that's come down, I don't actually know if the cable's right on the floor. If the cable's right on the floor, sometimes it's safer to close the road and walk away and then wait for the electricity board to come out and put that right, because we might clear the tree up, all right, which then open the road to people to walk, horses, or cars or push bikes like that. But if there's a cable in the road that's potentially unsafe, we're actually better off leaving it, stopping people from trying to get through, get them away from that potential source of injury or even death. So that's what I'm going to do now. We're going to go over, I'm taking you with me, we're going to go over and look at this situation, we'll assess it, and then we'll make a decision as to whether I'm going to let my guys get on with it or we walk away, shut the road. I've only really got to shut the road from one direction, because literally just up the road from where it is there's a space to turn around, so we might just put a couple of cones there. That's why I put 2 extra cones on. People will hopefully see it, so from where I'm going to stop them, if it's the trees I think it is, people will be able to, so why is there a cone there? Oh, I can see, and then they can turn around. From the bottom of the lane you can't see it, it's like almost 1/4 mile, so we're going to put a road ahead closed sign there, and that's just to save folks having to reverse, because we know, however many of you passed your car test, a rather large percentage, and I won't point my thumb at the gender or whatever ability thing, but some of you just can't reverse. You cannot go backwards. So it's, some ways it's amusing, and in some ways it's terrifying that you can't go backwards. So we're going to prevent that. We're going to put some signs up, help folks out, and prevent them having to go backwards. People will ignore the signs, they'll go around it and drive up there anyway. They'll do that and then have to reverse out backwards. But at least I've warned them. You know, they can't say, well, no one told me. I said, well, yeah, actually I did, because we'll put the signs and the cones up and I'll photograph it as well. So you got to photograph everything, evidence everything. That's just the world we live in now. So all this blame and claim stuff all seems to have bled over from the other side of the Atlantic, and litigation and solicitors and lawyers, and it's like, you know, they're all blood-sucking parasites. So right now, you can claim against your car manufacturer for your diesel car on all the filthy, disgusting emissions they didn't admit to. In 10 years' time, mark my words, 10 years' time, you'll be able to sue your electric car manufacturer for not telling you of all the emissions and the crap and the pollution they made to produce their car. So somebody out there will find a way of going, oh, actually, we can make a lot of money here. We can talk people into suing the car manufacturers. We can cream off 80% of anything they claim. Yeah, brilliant. Go get a real job. Right, put some cones and signs out. That's done. The National Grid man has just gone up in front of me, so hopefully that'd be handy. We can sort out power while we're there. Morning. Lovely day for it.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. That's uninsulated, but the power folks are here, so and so are my guys. Mikey! I'm assuming that's dead. Yeah. All right.
That's what they told me anyway.
Oh, okay. All right, okay. All right. As long as it's dead, I'm happy. That's all right. Okay. Might have to go back and get the picker. Yeah, they're going as well.
Yeah.
Right, power company's gone. They've done their bit. Line's all completely dead. They're actually going to come back and replace that with a new cable all the way up through later today. So we've said that while the power's off, we're going to have these couple extra ones down as well. No point in them putting the new cable up if our trees are going to pull them down again. The only reason we didn't do these trees when we cleared everything in there was because they were up in the power cables, and obviously these are uninsulated. So the power company was supposed to be doing it. They didn't. So now we will. There might be some wire in there, mind.
Okay.
Might be some wire in there, mind.
Yeah.
There is wire along here, so yeah, if you can, take them up as high as you can. So might be a case of taking the front one down first, and then if we've got enough weight on the back, we might be able to get that one that way.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to stand clear because I haven't got a lid. I was going to come over my van, all my PPE's in the van.
Yeah, it is.
But I couldn't fit the sign in it.
Have you put a road close over there?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I put road close down there, yeah.
Working for Simon here or?
No,
No, who are you for then?
I'm for me, I own it.
You are your tree, is it?
Yeah.
Right, I can see now what it is.
But we're a tree company as well.
Yeah, oh, that's handy then.
So,
Yeah, okay.
so we spoke to the electricity boys. All this is
Yeah.
dead.
Right,
So obviously I'm not letting my guys near it unless it was dead.
Yeah,
This is
sure.
all dead.
right.
They're,
So we're on to that now to repair this.
they're coming back this afternoon
Yeah,
to do
cracking.
this. So
Yeah.
what we said is because a couple of these trees are loose,
Yeah.
while the road, well, I've shut the road.
Yeah. Oh, you put it up, was it?
Yeah, it was
Right.
me, yeah.
I came here because I'm the police officer for the council and I
Yeah.
thought, oh, they got you before me. Just take a
Yeah.
photo of this kid.
Yeah, don't have me with no PPE in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on farmer duty today, not tree man duty. He's going to come this way, towards me. Come on, Mikey. Come on, Mikey. Come on, Mikey.
I'm coming, John, I'm coming.
It's like my grandfather's old dog trying to get up on the sofa.
I'm coming, Dr. McCulloch.
All right. It's quite windy, isn't it?
Get over.
Let's be having it.
Got to start piss down now, look.
That's all right, that's when I leave. I ain't got any waterproofs. Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Road clear, let me get through. Yeah, come on.
Here he goes. Here, go. Stand back, stand back. Right, I've left them debating whether or not they're going to have a 5-minute break because there's a big black cloud over there, and I sort of said, no, the road is shut, and it is officially shut now, but they can decide on the break themselves. I said, you do it as long as you leave the road safe, that somebody walking through could get through if you're going to stop, not worry about cars. If it's raining, somebody in the car ain't going to get wet. But, right, it is 10 to 11. What's next?
Stuff everywhere.
Eh?
There's stuff everywhere.
You've got stuff everywhere. I've just been told I had to come in. Was that pork?
That is pork.
Oh, it smells nice. And that's pork, and that's pastry.
Yeah. Home,
Oh, that's
home
what's that in there?
It's going to be pulled pork. That's turning into pulled pork.
Pulled
The
pork.
Barbecue pulled pork.
And that's
That,
that's my pie. And is that the party pie in there? Is it?
that's the party pie now.
That's quite a big pie.
Oh, that's why it's a party pie.
Oh.
12 quid.
12 quid. Okay.
Oh.
Full of what? Stuff.
Duff.
Well, no, I won't do that. But, I'll tell you what.
I've got literally brownies.
I know I'm biased, but the kitchen smells so much better.
I need a bigger kitchen.
It's so much better than cakes.
But the thing is, I've got brownies there.
Brownie.
Stuff
Is that a brownie or a
That's
blondie? That's a brownie.
Can I have my forks on?
And that's you don't put carrot in there, do you?
Not in the brownie yet.
Carrot
now.
brownie?
That's what, and that's because I live there, but.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, well I'm getting hungry, so I'm going. So. Oh. Right. Well, I was actually going to talk about something completely different, but as we've got onto the subject of Holly and her pies, by the time you see this video, we may have already done it actually. It's been suggested that we do a live Q&A session with Holly and I, talking about what we're doing, how we're doing it, why we're doing it, you know, stuff like that, regarding the way the business, the farm business, is hopefully going to, sorry, I'm bringing some logs up, so I'm just making some space. It's going to develop. So we launched Farmer P's Pantry last Thursday. We didn't have an awful lot of beef in stock. One of the reasons we launched it last Thursday is because Friday we were expecting a load of beef to come back from our butchers, and we were going to have lots instead of just the, I don't know, 10 or 15 kilos she had in stock from the last animal we did. So we thought we'll start with that. We'll just sort of cook it, dice it up, make, you know, nice beef pies and stuff. And you know, we sold out of that by Saturday. that's all gone. So folks are now queuing up for pies, but of course we can't do anything until this weekend coming, because we won't have the main ingredient, our beef, until Friday. Why don't you want to work with me? So yeah. So this is great for me because it means that I've got one of my daughters kind of indirectly but also directly associated with the farm now, and it's kind of galvanised us with plans. I mean, the caravan site over there, yeah, we're hoping that's still going to happen, and that would be nice, and we'll see what the reaction is from the planners. We haven't had a decision yet. I don't know if we're going to get it or not, and then depending on what we get back from them or from the planning officer, we'll determine whether we go to appeal on that or whether we don't bother or we concentrate on something else. Because I do have something else up here. I was talking to my dad about it this morning. Yeah, definitely cogs are whirring. Anyway, job I have right now is, believe it or not, really dull, boring, uninteresting job. It's called filling up the log basket. It's something I have to do every couple of weeks. Our big bags of firewood, one of those lasts us 2 weeks, and a lot of people will be going, "Oh, bloody hell!" But I mean, we're fairly fortunate because we produce it. It's a product of our own waste from the tree surgery company. And all it costs me really is obviously the bags to store it in, and my guys time to cut it up. But yeah, so one of these bags, and the volume in there, believe it or not, is pretty much double a standard builder's bag. That's 120 quid. So if you work on, we're burning £60 worth of firewood a week, which to a lot of people would be eye-watering. But the way I look at it, that's the value of it, but not what it costs me. So it probably costs me 25 quid a week of that. And this time of year, I can live with 25 quid a week because it's a lot cheaper than burning gas. Anyway, I'm not having this bag here. This is put aside for somebody else who was supposed to be coming in on the weekend and never turned up. But he wanted a bag of slightly smaller logs, whereas I want a bag of big ones. I don't want little logs. I want our log burners big enough we can get like an 18-inch log on there, and big logs last a lot longer than small logs. So I'm going for a bag of big ones. God, it smells like a bloody farm down here. I think it's the silage. The silage has definitely got some nose about it. Not a bad nose, it smells nice. So I'm really pleased with what we've done. And the bales being bigger, one of those is lasting 2 days. Carrots aren't like that. We should have plenty. Plenty. Right, I think while the guys are out, this is why we're doing the logs now, because there's nobody in the barn. I can get in and out easy. I'm also going to check the tyre pressure on that tyre down there. Right. Been trying to make up my mind whether I'm going to tell you this or not, but I will, because if nothing else, it might get a giggle. I have officially been designated as old today, as in reaching decrepit. I had a first time experience, something I've never experienced before in my life, and that was, I went to the little room, okay, and it was just a stand-up job, just a gentleman's stand-up job. And while I was in there, I heard this long, creaky noise. Bearing in mind, no one else around. I never felt a thing. If I hadn't heard it, either that, or we've got a ghost, a flatulent ghost, but in the loo, standing there, loud noise behind me, looking over my shoulder. I recognise the noise. You know, there are certain things you know, you hear a Spitfire go over it. You haven't got to see it, you know it's a Spitfire. So I recognised the noise, never felt a thing. It just reminded me of my dear old Nan. Bless her. Love her to bits, miss her loads. But she would come in and stand there and have a conversation with me, and she would make that noise and not bat an eyelid. So is there some kind of disconnection between up here and down there? Is there just something, you know, someone's flicked the switch off, or the relay's blown a fuse or something? Because, yeah, it's really worrying, because that was just a noise. Is that going to develop into something more than a noise, and I'll hear something? Yeah, I think we'll stop there. I think you get the gist. Yeah, worrying. This is the valve that got ever so slightly quite a lot knackered a while ago. So, yeah. Right, that's that done. So which bag shall we have? Got my eye on that one. I think that's small ones in there. So they're not particularly big. That's a bit bigger. Maybe that one. I think that's the one for me. Can I get to it? Only just. What's in there? Actually, that's a bag of decent sized logs in there. Maybe I'll see if I can grab that one out of there. Right, I need to go over that way a bit. I've only got 3 loops, so this could all go horribly wrong. I think I caught the pallet off the other bag as well. Oh, didn't want to do that. Come on. I think we got it. Got a bit of spillage, but let's put this down and sort it out. I think I'm going to have to dip his nose down to get that. Yeah. Now we're on there. Let's tuck that out of the way. Shut them in there. That's got it. I got to watch out up there now because I normally pick up bags on a pallet down here, but I got to watch out for the top of the pallet forks up there. Not actually sure if they'll go underneath there or not. Oh, they will. No, they will go underneath. Can be done. Carefully. There you go. So I knew that was going to be tight. Whether it was capable or not, or possible, but it is, as long as you keep your wits about you.